I'm mature enough to defend my ideas and my beliefs, and I'm also mature enough to own it.
All right, let's do this again. In 2023, Moroccan rapper Dizzy Dros released one of the biggest hits of his career, M3a L3echrane. The music video, rich with layered imagery, addressed a range of topics from police brutality and living conditions in Morocco to government criticism.
People like to always put you in the box so they can figure you out. They want to know where you stand. Nah.
It quickly went viral, snatching the top spot on YouTube charts in several countries, including Morocco, France, and Algeria. And it eventually trended at number 5 worldwide, amassing an impressive 60 million views in 6 months.
It's a responsibility that you carry the voice of the people you represent, the people who put you in that place.
In part 2 of our conversation with Dizzy, we break down M3a L3echrane together and also take a closer look at how he's evolved over the years as one of North Africa's most prominent rappers.
All right, we're back again. Welcome to part 2.
Thank you.
Thanks for sticking. One thing I didn't ask you in the last episode is, how do you attain this much success as an independent artist? Because you're still independent.
Well, it's about time I'm not anymore.
What, is this when you break it?
I don't know, man. Yeah,
Are we getting close to a change?
Maybe. I don't believe being independent was a goal.
Right.
It was just because, to be completely honest with you, because the right offer hasn't come yet. Not in terms of the money, but in terms of the vision of labels. Because up until this point, I didn't believe a label was going to do anything that I couldn't do myself.
Which means what, like marketing?
Just musically, yeah. Because I'm a person who likes to have his hand on the whole process. Like, I'm always involved there.
You like to micromanage?
Yeah, and sometimes it kind of slows you down. I mean, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it's just who I am. Like, I need to be the CEO of my own career. Of course, I have people working with me. I have management. I have people I talk to. I have people who take care of stuff. But at the same time, I'm always involved. And for me to give away my music to a label that's going to do the same thing, that, like, I just didn't see it. To me, it always felt like a loan. I mean, if I needed the money, I'll just go take it from somewhere, just release the project and then make the money back.
And in the last part, we kind of spoke about, North African rap, Moroccan rap as a genre. This part, I want to focus a bit more on you. How have you evolved as a rapper? And I'm not just talking about your style or your flow. I'm talking about the topics that you rap about. I've seen the difference. Do you feel a difference?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. You always come up in the game with a lot of energy. And when there's a lot of energy, sometimes it takes over you. You can't control it. So you end up saying a lot of stuff that you don't really mean to say sometimes. Yeah, in the beginning, yeah. In the first years, you don't think about consequences a lot. You think that the audience is not real, in the sense where anything you say is not going to really affect them. Like, they're there, but they're not going to really. But then throughout the years, you start seeing this, like, it's tangible. Like, you start meeting people who tell you literally, what you said in that song changed my life, or that specific thing you said in that song.
Have you gotten that?
Yeah, all the time.
How does it feel to hear something?
Well, obviously it's a big responsibility. It is a big motivation source, but it's also a big responsibility. And those are the type of things that make you think twice about the next thing you're gonna say, because it's gonna stay there forever, and it's gonna affect a 12, 13-year-old kid who probably needs guidance in life. So obviously with age, you mature. Like, certain topics start mattering more.
Topics like politics move?
Yeah, well, politics has been always part of my life, because I grew up in a family where TV was on all day, every day. News. I've been connected. I knew exactly. I lived through some of the most political events. Like, I believe that I have a good political background.
Yeah.
I just decided at the beginning not to use it a lot, like not to get involved in politics when it comes to my lyrics, for example. But now I feel like
Recently,
I'm comfortable.
That changed.
Exactly. I feel like I'm mature enough to defend my ideas and my beliefs. And I'm also mature enough to own it when I say something wrong. And come out and say, yeah, maybe. And also I'm mature enough to even change my point of view at some point. Just because that's the logic of life. Everything changes, you know? Like, you cannot be stuck with one opinion for your whole life. So yeah, it's just a matter of confidence, I guess.
Well, look, there's a lot more to unpack. So how about we actually go sit? We can go sit at a studio. And,
Let's go.
Talk about it some more. Can we
Play
do that?
some beats.
Play some beats? Let's go.
Let's do it. Yeah, I've never been on those.
Never been?
Not
on that one.
Yeah. Double decker might make you feel dizzy sometimes.
All right, we're in the studio. How does it feel for you being in this environment, like being in the studio?
You know what? Stressful.
Stressful, because you feel like you got to deliver.
I always feel like I come across as someone who wouldn't take an advice or an idea. Like, people are always afraid of telling me when they have certain ideas.
Because you have this hard line image, right?
Maybe, yeah, but that's why I like to work with my guys back in Morocco. Shout out to Philo, West, all the guys I work with. We're so comfortable because we've been doing this for so long. Like, they actually tell me, nah, this ain't it. Nah, you have to do it again. Do another take. And sometimes it take like 50 takes just for one line.
And you welcome that.
Yeah, I'm cool.
To an extent.
Yeah, you need to be better than me. Like, I need to trust you with that. You know, like, you need to be good at what you're doing.
Let's talk about your recent song, M3a L3echrane.
Yeah.
So that song premiered earlier this year. At the time of us filming this episode, it has like 52 million hits plus. And it eventually became #5 worldwide on YouTube. So it's a huge hit. So we're going to watch a little clip from it, but before we do, talk to me about the song, because, you know, there's been the song created a lot of conversations, right? How did you approach it? What was the idea behind it?
This one was very specific because, as I said, I had these different ideas in my head about the video. It wasn't a song that I wrote and then I went and thought about the video. It was like, I wanted people to see the video.
Right.
The song it's like a soundtrack to it.
Well, let's watch a clip. We're gonna come back to the song. I just want to put up a little clip from M3a L3echrane. So that's just
Some of the scenes are still funny too.
a little taste. It's a little taste. Also, was that Ronaldo diss? The one about
That was not.
I felt like it was.
You know what? There's so many things that have been said about the video that wasn't even the intention, but it worked.
So in that little clip that we watched, right, from the song, there's been a lot of images, even though it was only like 30 seconds. So you're talking about the societal gaps in Morocco, right, between different classes. You're talking about the gaps between the government and the people. You're talking about press freedoms, right? What was the aim of the song? Are these all messages that you were trying to put out?
The idea for me was just to take the viewer to a world inside of my head. And that's basically the idea. Once you enter that TV screen, you're in my world right now.
Okay.
Like, you see the things the way I see
the
them.
start of the video.
Yeah, exactly. That's my perspective. That's how I see things. Doesn't matter if that's how you see it, but that's how I see it. If you feel connected to it, related to it, if it represents your thoughts, then it's cool.
Would you describe M3a L3echrane as an anti-government song?
I don't like any labels because I don't have an agenda at the end of the day. Right. It's just one guy who's giving you the perspective from his own position, which is the position of a Moroccan citizen. Although I don't live there constantly, but I'm very rooted and very connected to the country. So I know exactly what's happening on a daily basis, like I live there. I'm there probably every month. So I'm just giving you what it is. It's the job that a journalist can do. I'm not even giving you my side of the story. I'm not giving you an opinion. I'm not giving you a statement. I'm just describing what the situation is. Okay. The labels, I'm not really concerned with that. Pro, anti, that really don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. People like to always put you in a box so they can figure you out. They want to know where you stand. Nah, I mean, I'm as fluid as politics are.
Right. But surely you like the conversations that came out of it.
Of course. Yeah, definitely.
Because it added to the hype.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't expect it to go that big. We knew the song was special. We knew the video was exceptional, but it definitely got a lot, way more attention than we expected.
Right. As a Moroccan rapper, do you feel like you can express yourself freely?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this question keeps coming back, and freedom is a very subjective concept, you know, because you could. Doesn't even have to get to that level where you have to speak about a politician to get in trouble. You could just mention the name of a random guy and he doesn't like it and he goes to court, and you know, you're gonna be in trouble as well. So freedom is really a very flexible idea, but yeah, it's a risk that I take it knowing that there could be consequences, and yeah, you just need to know how to play the game. We definitely got some reaction after the video dropped. I mean, even now, for example,
locally in Morocco.
Yeah. There's not even in the whole Morocco, but there's some regions where, like, we've got our sources that kind of say that we're on some sort of blacklist, so we can't perform here and there. Again, that's just how the game goes. That's a risk I took, and I'm ready to face it.
You're willing to accept that,
of course.
Yeah. What do you believe to be your red lines to be
in Morocco?
Just you as a rapper.
Or me as a rapper, yeah. I don't think I care much about the red lines of the state. I only care about my red lines. Like, I do my own censorship because it's stuff that I would never speak about out of respect. Like, I would never speak about religion. I got big respect for religion. Why would I say anything about religion? I got big respect for the royal family. I would never say anything, you know. Even a criticism that I might, you know, have in my head, I would just discuss with my friends. I would never put it out in music because it would just blow out of proportion. Family, like people's family, like even in the middle of a beef, for example, like I would never touch someone's family or say anything bad about them.
These are your red lines, your personal red lines.
Yeah.
But are there no red lines in terms of criticizing the government, overly criticizing the government, or do you just know and you basically apply it with your own personal red lines?
I don't believe there's any red lines when it comes to that, because that's exactly what I did in my song.
Yeah.
As I said, throwing a shoe as at a politician, that's a pretty big deal. I can easily take it to jail. I still did it because I don't think it's personal. I mean, I think it's our job as, like, when you're let's call it, just for the sake of a celebrity, it's a responsibility that you carry the voice of the people you represent, the voice the people who put you in that place. You represent something in them that they don't have the power to represent themselves. So it's a big responsibility, and it is an obligation to speak out about the political situation.
Right. Where are you going? Where's Dizzy go?
I don't know, man. At this point, I'm really focused on taking this to an international level.
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to Morocco, I've pretty much achieved beyond what I personally expected. Like, if you take me back 10 years ago, I would never thought, you know, all of this was
from California, from that singer to this
one before, like very small dreams. But yeah, I think right now it's not fun anymore, because I think fun is a very important factor in all of this to me. If it's not fun, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
And the fun for me is to do something new challenges. To me, the video of Mohamed Hashem was a big challenge. I was like, I'm gonna make a referential video, something that's gonna make people talk about for the next 10 years. I've done it. That was kind of like the same feeling when I wanted to drop my album in 2013. I was like, I'm gonna drop the album that people are gonna speak about for the next 10 videos. And once you do that, there's no fun in doing it again.
Right.
Once you hit the stage in front of 50,000 people, that's it. You've done it. I'm speaking about myself here.
Sure.
So I've done it. I can do it again, but it's not fun anymore. If I do it again, it's just work. It's just what it is. But now I want to do something bigger. Now I want a bigger feature. Now I want, I don't know, world tour. You know, it's the next big challenge.
Yeah. You're speaking about the last album, 2013. When's the next album coming out? Because it's been 10 years.
Yes. Well, maybe.
It's been 10 years.
Maybe.
I mean, is there an album?
That's the $1 million question. Nah, there is an album. Obviously, there is an album. It's an album.
Yeah, I don't think I'm alone when I tell you that. You know,
I know.
waiting.
It's just, I don't like to. Every time I say anything about it, it just comes back to me because then people are all hyped. Oh, the album is dropping, and maybe it's not. Maybe it is. I don't know. I think at this point we're just looking at the right formula to drop it because the music is there. It has been there for so long, and so for me to drop another album, which takes a lot of work,
sure,
a lot of engagement, even on a personal level, like I need to know that the next steps will make sense. It's not just the album that I'm going to give away and people will listen to it and enjoy it and everything, but after all, the reward is not as big. But it is drop. I mean, it's going to drop.
Yeah?
It's going to drop.
Well, listen, I'm going to look forward to an advanced copy, at least. I need to be one of the first to hear it. I'd love that.
Of course.
Listen, Dizzy, I had so much fun today. Today was awesome. You were gracious with your time. We spent the day together around London. We shot 2 parts, 2 episodes. I'm so glad. And yeah, thank you. I wish you nothing but continuous success. And I look forward to our next conversation.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks for
Appreciate
coming
you
on.
having me here, and I appreciate you doing your research because I've done interviews, believe me. And I think this has been most interesting in my career.
My man. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. So we shot these 2 episodes with Dizzy Dros in June 2023, and since then, Morocco's Atlas Mountains were hit by a devastating earthquake, and Libya's eastern city of Derna was ravaged by floods. If you're looking for ways to help, we've compiled a list of organizations on our website that are mobilizing on the ground in Morocco and Libya, which you can support and donate to. Thank you.